Now we would like to make you hear a piece by Argentinian composer Astor Piazzolla. This is because our musical research is about Italian roots and Italian origins spreading around the world. And Astor Piazzolla, Argentinian, had Italian origins. So now we want to make you listen this beautiful piece for flute and guitar, which is in the typical Argentinian musical form, which is tango.
Well, what a soulful performance was it? Was it not? Tell me, come on, audience, your claps should say it all. Oh my God, how can a guitar be played like a sitar? I was wondering. All right, so we're waiting. I think they have another piece to play, so let's welcome them back again.
One more. Thank you again for being here and sharing this musical moment with us. We say bye with a beautiful Italian short piece. We've been speaking with our music about Enchanted Dawn by Ravi Shankar, so we spoke about dawn, and now we speak about nightfall. So this piece is The Nightfall by Roberto Di Marino. Thank you again, everyone, for having us here. Thank you.
A performance so pure, so heartfelt. It has rendered us in a silent awe and gratitude. In those moments that you played for us, your music said what words could do actually. You left us awestruck and full of emotions. It was so beautifully done. Your music touched the souls and silenced the room. A performance that speaks beyond words. Thank you once again, and we're honored with your presence and performance. As a token of our respect and gratitude and appreciation, may I invite our manager, Professor Geeta Gandhi Kingdon ma'am, our principal ma'am, to please come on stage for a felicitation ceremony to honor. And we request Ms. Sonia Khan ma'am to please join them on stage. Audience, the claps should not stop, because what we witnessed here is truly beyond words. For Ms. Sonia ma'am, a leader who's championed talent across the nation. So thank you for bringing ABRSM to us, ma'am. We're truly, truly happy and grateful. So let's hear it up for Sonia Khan ma'am and for the Italian duo. May we request Vinay sir, Mona ma'am, Sagar sir to please join. Mr. Chris Walters sir and Mrs. Walters, could you please come on stage for a group picture? And Eunice ma'am as well, thank you. So concert is not merely a performance. It's a vision fulfilled. And that vision has always been guided by the blessings of our most respected manager, Professor Geeta Gandhi, ma'am. Now, may I invite her to please share her thoughts with us. Ma'am, could you please join us?
Not sure how to thank the two talented young men who've come from Italy to produce this beautiful music before us. And I'm so sorry that I don't have their names with me right now. I want to take their names and acknowledge their really, really wonderful playing. Tommaso Benciolini and Lorenzo Bernardi. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing joy and beauty and the love that music brings. From your country, you've brought that to ours. You've traveled afar. You've brought this, amazing experience to us. And thank you, Sonia, for bringing this duo to Lucknow and to City Montessori School. I want to first establish my Italian connections. So I understand that one of you is from north of Italy, and I'm not sure where Tommaso is from, but north as well, yeah. So we've been to the south of Italy. My family, we've been to Rome, we've been to Vesuvius, we've been to Pompeii. And our son, when he was 11 years old, he went to Bologna for a whole month. He was at a camp in Bologna, a CISV camp. So we've got this personal connection, and then our country has a very important connection with Italy. I'm sure there are many, many connections with Italy, but the one that I want to mention is that our leader of the opposition, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi, is an Italian. And she's from, she married the Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, who was the son of our then Prime Minister of India. So we have very deep connections with Italy, and I want to acknowledge those here. I just want to say to the students that students, you've just started on a musical journey not more than about maybe a year and a quarter ago. But what we saw here before the Italian duo played, we saw your performance here. And, I have to say that it was such an ambitious thing to put together a whole orchestra within a period of about a year and a quarter, beginning from taking up an instrument in the first place, picking it up for the first time in your life, and then being able to play in a probably what was more like a 200, people orchestra. That was amazing, and I want to congratulate Mrs. Nisha Pandey for the sheer ambition and the scale of her, aspiration for these young people, to bring music to the lives of these young people, and to bring this variety of music, this different music, this exposure to a different type of music. If you could say this is, it helps to appreciate the culture and the way of being of a different people from a different part of the world. It is cross-cultural exchange, this sort of a concert. It is cross-cultural understanding. And I think it is also the development of sensitivity towards and love for diversity. And I think that it's a very beautiful way of bringing that love for diversity in the lives of all of us. When we play music that is composed in another country, and we love to appreciate it, the finer points of that music. So what we had here is a treat whereby the Italian duo presented before us music from different periods of time and music from different parts of the world. And I think that the fact that you enjoyed bringing that music from different parts, the fact that you found those links, you wanted to explore the music of the Italian diaspora, for example, those Italians that may have gone and settled in Argentina, what kind of music they're writing and how that differs. And then the fact that you played the music of Ravi Shankar over here, that great connect that you established. So I think that these are the things that are hugely enriching, and I think they bring the world closer together, because people, our children will also be going, those of them who become musically more talented, who become more, go deeper into music, they hone their skill more. There will be a time when they will also, I hope, travel to other parts of the world and bring our music to other parts of the world and appreciate more and more the music that is made elsewhere. Music is so hugely enriching that I'm really delighted that Nisha Pandey ma'am has tried to bring music to the lives of her students, and she's very committed that, like she said in that little video that we watched earlier, that her aim is that 75% of the students in this campus of City Monastery School will have, got a musical education within 5 years from last year. She made this promise to herself. So, and that's a goal that she set for herself. We did not ever say any such thing. We would never have been so ambitious. I wouldn't have dreamt of being so ambitious, but she has been. And I think that she's relying hugely on those people who need to be thanked for giving shape to her ambition, for fulfilling her dream of bringing music to so many people, so many of her students. And those people are Mr. Suresh Mungara, our conductor of today's orchestra, Mr. Andrew Packiam, Mr. Joseph Rosario, who's standing right at the back. He's raising his hand. There's Mr. Joseph Rosario. Then Mr. Aditya Yash, the pianist. There we go, here's the pianist. Raise your hand, please. Thank you, there's Aditya Yash. And Srishti Pandey. I don't know where Srishti is. Oh, there she is, yeah. And she's the choir teacher, and she's been teaching children to sing in 4-part harmonies and really taking children to, appreciate music. Now, these children, oh, and Ms. Janus, the head of music, the head always gets forgotten. Ms. Janus Yagan. And she's been training our teachers, in vocals, singing, voice as an instrument. And I think one of the things that music does, I mean, my son is musical, our son is musical. So I can say from personal experience that music has done so much for him. And therefore, I think it's a wonderful thing that you are bringing, the love for music to your students. He's a more sensitive person because of music. He's got a phenomenal memory, and I think music has tremendously helped him. He's got very strong focus, and I think music, gives a person that focus. And I think other than that, mathematics. I think the fact that he's good at mathematics, I attribute a good deal of that to music, because music is a lot of pattern recognition and a whole range of, it's very mathematical actually, because in fact there's a lot of precision and accuracy in music, because every beat is a particular time period, and then you have half a beat, and then you have a quarter of a beat. So you can imagine when it comes to an orchestra, the reason why an orchestra is so very difficult is because different instruments have to play at the same time and still get that semi-quaver right. That quarter of a note has to be exactly at the same time as everybody else playing that same quarter of note. So, that harmony that is created, that collaboration that you learn, these are a lot of the things. And then there's the sociability of playing music together. It brings joy and optimism to a person's life if they are a musician, because they are sociable with others, they learn to make music together, they love to make music together. And I'm hoping that, as I keep on saying, that our children will become even more talented as time goes on. Very shortly, probably in a year's time, at the pace that you're going, probably in a year's time, they'll be ready to do some little concert tours and things like that. I'm hoping. And I think one of the things I want to appreciate, ma'am, is that today we saw collaboration between two different campuses of CMS. The great Kanpur Road campus of CMS and the great Rajajipuram campus. Students from two different campuses played music together. And I'm hoping that this movement that you've started grows and expands, and children from across the different campuses of CMS make music together. They come together and make music together. And moreover, that in fact, I hope we can be even more ambitious and expand it so that in our city, many schools students come together to make music. And when we talk about unity and diversity, that will be a good example of unity and diversity. I can tell you that it's not just me. In fact, I can cite the example of Chris Walters and Val Walters, who are here. And we were comparing notes. And we were saying how, in fact, it turns out that both our children, their daughter and our son's name is Arjun, they were both in Oxfordshire, and possibly roughly at the same time. And they seemed to have such similar trajectories. Both are now medical doctors. Both started, learning music early and, became very interested. And I think both are violinists. And, my son is a violinist, and they're nodding their heads, so their daughter is also a violinist. And they were in the same orchestras, the Oxfordshire Schools Orchestra, the Oxfordshire Schools Senior Orchestra, the Oxfordshire County Youth Orchestra. Once you're a musician, you don't want to stop. You just want to be with other people who make music. And that's why it gives you a community as well, a different community. A school community is maybe an academic community. It could also be a sporting community. There could be other different types of communities within a school. But the music community within a school, it then coalesces into other kind of music sort of collaborations. It could be cross-campus collaborations. It could be cross-school or cross-cities, across national collaborations. And those different social groups that you belong to, they enrich your life tremendously. So it is something that is, I would say that I agree with all the adjectives that ma'am was ascribing to music in her beautiful speech, that it is ethereal. It can be. And another thing about music allows the person who's playing it to hold an audience in the palm of their hand, emotionally speaking. They can set the emotional tone of a gathering. They can evoke sadness. They can, create an atmosphere of joy. They can create an atmosphere of fear. And that's why music is often used even in wartime. Even today, in wartime, music is often used to rouse either patriotism or dread in the enemy, and so on and so forth. So music can move powerfully, and that's why it's a very powerful thing to learn. And it does so much for a young person. So I'm thrilled that music has different types of music is being played here, including Indian classical music. Instruments are being learned here. And congratulations to you, ma'am, Nisha ma'am, and all your amazing team for this. And thank you again to the Italian duo and to Sonia for bringing them here, all the teachers of CMS RAJAJIPURAM campus, and the music teachers of Kanpur Road campus. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, with great pleasure, we invite Jayant. Jayant is a Cambridge learner, an enthusiastic one, to enchant us with his performance of a French melody. So here you come. Let's welcome him on stage with a huge round of applause.
Check.
So Jayant, can you, by the time your teacher is setting the system up, do you want to share who taught you this song? And it's French, so do you have any interest in French?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want to share it with the audience?
Yes, ma'am. In our Cambridge section, we learn French. From past 4 years, we have been learning French. And we have given this year, every year the level of French is increasing, and I enjoy it.
So can you tell us something about the song that you're going to sing, Jayant?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us.
So today I'm going to sing La Vie en Rose by Edith Piaf, and the music is by Louis Guy. Thank you.
So let's clap for him. It's a French song. Lovely. Are we ready?
Yes. sans moi, mon cœur qui bat.
Oh my God. Don't you think he was fabulous? Come on, teachers, he's our students. All right, so there's something more. Right, audience, we still have more.
Il me parlait tout bas, je vois la vie en rose. Il me dit des mots d'amour de tous les jours, sans faire quelque chose. Il est hanté dans mon cœur, il n'est pas de bonheur dont j'ai connu la cause. C'est lui par moi, moi par lui la vie. Il m'aide à dire le jour pour la vie. Et je t'appelle à besoin, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
Well, Jayant, you want to rush down and handhold the teacher who taught you this song? Come on, rush down and bring her on stage. Who taught you this?
Please, Venus ma'am, please.
Come on,
the
bring her on stage. Dear teachers, aren't we proud of him? I think the claps should say it all. We don't have to say it by words. Jayant, we're supremely proud of you, and you were fabulous. I think, Sonia ma'am, with your reaction that I was seeing you, I am sure you would want to say something. So I'm just going to pass on the mic. Can I request someone? No, we'll give you the mic.
He deserves that. I've never heard something. You know, the voice quality was so good. Thank you, dear parent. Where is the parent of this baby? Thank you, Nisha ma'am. This is really, we were just looking at, maybe Darjeeling, maybe Kolkata.
Whoa.
You need to go there because we are looking at high scorers concerts there and we would like to take you there. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, can we call for a perfect picture? Can we request the Italian duo to please join us on the stage? Sonia ma'am, please join us on stage for a picture with our little. So we're going to be proud of him, Jayant. Jayant's parents. Jayant, are your parents here? Do we have Jayant's parents? Out of station. Okay. Vinay sir, Mona ma'am, please join us. Sagar sir, please join us for the picture. Come on, proud teachers, students, parents. Let's hear it up for Jayant. Well, dear audience, we still have some more. We still have a lot of talent to showcase tonight. Evening, actually. Girls, are you ready?
Check. Check, check, check.
That was wonderful, girls. Thank you so much for your lovely performance. We have a great pleasure in introducing today someone special. We have someone from Melbourne, Australia, Mr. Sagar Gandhi, grandson of our founder, manager, Dr. Jagdish Gandhi, and founder director, Dr. Bharti Gandhi ma'am, and son of Vijay and Sonia, sorry, I stand corrected, Vijay and Mona Gandhi ma'am. So I'm sorry, Vinay and Mona Gandhi ma'am. He completed his school education at City Montessori School. After this, he went to England for his further studies, where he completed his BA Honours in English from the University of Nottingham, which he ranked in the top 100 universities of the world. So can you please wave it to the audience where you are? Can you please wave towards the audience? Later, he moved to Australia, where he completed his master's degree in education, which has a world rank of 37. Sir works as a school teacher in Melbourne, Australia. He also has a great passion for music. He's a conductor of the Melbourne Baha'i Choir, as can be seen in this short video. Can we play the video, please?
We have two more songs. Excuse me. We have two more songs coming up for you. Our next song is in Hindi.
And today, it's with great pleasure that we invite you, sir, on stage to address the gathering, because he's going to talk to us about music education. So we invite you on stage, please. Let's welcome him with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, everybody. Well, may I say first of all, what a pleasure it is to be here, and it's been so wonderful to see all the performances, and first of all, thank you so much to Nisha Pandey ma'am for the invitation for me to come along, and it's been such a pleasure to be here to witness all the performances. First and foremost, Mr. Benciolini and Mr. Bernardi. I was so inspired to hear from the different pieces that you performed. It was wonderful. And then, of course, from the CMS orchestra and the choir, and it was, and of course, all our talented performers today. It's been my absolute pleasure to see how much CMS has grown in a musical sense. And I was a student of CMS a little while ago, and it's been such a pleasure to see CMS embracing that tradition of choir and orchestra and really learning music. So I just want to connect that a little bit to my own experiences back in Melbourne. So as you may have seen from the video, I conduct a choir in Melbourne, and we sing a number of songs broadly on themes of unity and peace and how to build a more harmonious world. And so we sing. Among that, we also sing songs in a number of different languages, and one of those was Hindi, as you may have realized from that video. So yes, we taught the choir a song in Hindi, and this is in Australia, where most people don't know Hindi, and they learned the pronunciation, and they picked it up. So that really is proof that if you put your mind to something, you can do anything. So that's the first thing, and then the other thing I want to reflect on is so one is, of course, if you put in the effort individually and as a group, you can accomplish a lot. And you can see that here at CMS or in my choir back home or indeed in school education in general. If you really think about things with a growth mindset and you put in the effort and the work that's required, the sky is the limit. You can achieve anything. But also, I just want to reflect for a minute on the power of music and what music actually does. So it brings people together. it moves our heart, and it brings hearts closer together. So at an individual level, music is something that is so personally moving, and it stirs up emotions. It makes you think in a completely different way, because music it has no words, but it's still a language. And so it really moves you in that way. But then in a collective sense, when you have people coming together to create music and sing, then of course that collective singing moves you as well. But at the same time, you build friendships, you build a community, and that community spirit and having a group of like-minded people that you can sing with is just as important as singing and creating music itself. And so the community spirit of music and the art and science of music really go hand in hand together. And so I just want to conclude by saying that spirit of music and what music can do to move hearts and to bring people together, I think I definitely saw that in what we witnessed today. And so it's been an absolute pleasure to be here and to witness all the wonderful music that we have witnessed this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for bringing your experience to us and sharing your insights. Now, we would like to honor him as he's been invited on a special request. And let's welcome and honor him with a huge round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw the curtains on this magical evening, let the music linger in your soul, quietly lightening the path ahead. Thank you all for joining us, and may we carry the rhythm of togetherness into all our tomorrows. Have a melodious, all right. May we invite Mr. Chris Walters to please sum it up for us. How was his experience today? Can we invite him with a huge round of applause?
Good afternoon, everybody. I would like to echo, of course, what an enormous pleasure it has been to witness such a remarkable talent, that a school hall can be the host to professional music of such quality that would grace any concert hall in Europe is really quite extraordinary, and a tribute to Gita Mum's leadership and desire. Thank you. Her leadership and her desire to make music come to India and to CMS in particular. Of course, music has always been here. You have a rich musical tradition of your own. But to also embrace Western music, choirs, orchestras, solos, quartets, everything is hugely ambitious, but is also, it seems, being realized. I'll repeat what I said because I don't think everybody heard it because of my inability with a microphone. About what a pleasure it was to be here, and that in a school hall, effectively, though it is a wonderful school hall, to host such quality, to have such musicians who could be celebrated in some of the most finest concert halls across Europe in such a setting is a tribute to your ambition and to that ambition being realized. And one can already see seeds which are dropping and are then starting to sprout. That we have the young people that we've been watching. I'm afraid I arrived too late for the orchestra. I do apologize. But the soloists that we saw were just amazing. And it can only get better. It can only improve with the leadership who is determined for this to happen, and the support that she has from such wonderful music teachers, some of whom I know, and more of whom I hope to meet, I think is a huge tribute to CMS. Thank you for allowing me to share in this. I shall remember this for as long as I've got left. Thank you very much indeed, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much, sir. And we are going to meet again on the 14th. Same place, same venue, same people. Right. So on this note, may I request everyone to rise in unity and peace for our national anthem. A salute to our soil, our spirit, and our shared dreams. Can we have the national anthem, please? Pradyum, can we have the national anthem, please? Yes.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्रविड़ उत्कल बंग विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नामे शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय